G'day folks. Welcome to a lovely warm day in Victoria, Australia. It's almost 27 degrees actually. It's getting quite nice here. A little bit of wind, but that's not bad. Yeah, it's nice out here. Good time to do stuff. As you can see, that's the 30 mark up there, so we're getting there. It's almost 27. It probably won't get that high down here, but it'll get fairly close. That's the oil temperature gauge off the big Toshiba electric motor. Bearing oil temperature. It's kind of neat. I'll leave it mounted there as my outdoor air temp gauge. It still works the same. It's full of mercury. It's just a giant mercury thermometer. Really neat. But as you can see, there's stuff everywhere. Little cars ain't going far. And I did accidentally drop the plasma television, so that's kind of a bit unfortunate that I did that. But we can autopsy it and see what kind of a mess it made. As you can see, there's two layers to the glass, and they all have etched traces on them. And we shall also see what happens when you throw that in the microwave. And I guess I should say next up is this temperature controller, I guess you'd call it. It's a thermoregulator for glue roller, thermoregulator for glue tank. So it's an adhesives type thing. Hot melt, obviously, it starts at 50 and looks like that's what they've had it set to. And glue roller is probably not connected, so it's probably just feeding hot glue into something. Been modified or whatever. It's got a lot, or probably had a lot number on it from an auction. It was all surplus equipment. There are a couple of control boxes with very basic rocker switches and things on them. I didn't bother grabbing them, but since this one had temperature gauges and nice switches and panel lights on it, I figured it was worth grabbing. Only cost $5. The guy only charged me $5 a piece when I grabbed something like that out of the pile. Doesn't matter, I get nice panel lamps, and I'll keep the whole housing. I was going to chuck the housing out, but I might make it into an engine control thing. These, it looks like they've cut the thermo alcohol stat line off. There's a brass or copper tube down the centre of that, and yeah, since that's been cut, it's lost it. It's dead. It can't be fixed again, which is unfortunate. Made by Stork, Stuttgart, Germany. Yeah, what's this? There's a cap screw in here. Oh, of course, it's a fuse holder. That's why there's a cap screw in there. You gotta love that way they do that. Nothing wrong with using a screw to bypass a fuse until some of your wiring loom melts. Shame there wasn't the other part to this socket. This is neat too. It's a nice parallel 4-pin high voltage socket. What's its rated voltage? 15 amps, 380 volts, AC or DC. So let's get this thing open. I want to see what's inside it. It also seems to have a air or maybe nitrogen feeder or something on the back. Don't know. Yeah, temperature up in here near the computers, just hanging this up in the rafters there. It's almost 30. It's getting there. Not too bad in here though. Haven't had to use the air conditioning yet, but that needs a good clean, and that'll probably be one of the next things that I'll do. I'll drop this whole top cover and drop the filter, clean the coils and everything if I can get in there well enough. I've tried it once before and it was sort of half successful. I think I actually have to drop the condensate pan before I can properly clean the coils. I just put a big sheet of plastic over all this stuff and just make a mess. That's what it's going to come down to. There'll just be coil cleaner absolutely everywhere. But anyway, these gauges, there's two of them, came off a Ingersoll Rand Centac compressor, an old 4-stage centrifugal compressor. Very big one, but nonetheless dead scrap one. Okay, let's have a look inside this. Simply as I found it. There's no I haven't taken it apart before, it's just been half apart when I found it. So we'll get these screws out. Seems to be made in Germany, I guess, since these gauge or meters, temperature meters, are made in Germany. Okay. yeah, as you can see, they got fixed lines and they've been cut off, so I don't think there's much hope of saving them, which is a damn shame. Yeah, Stork, Germany. Fairly expensive bits of kit. Is that a fuse or a bloody switch? Oh, that's a switch, not a bloody fuse. Or maybe both. Yeah. Why they have a cap screw in there I don't know, but yeah. Maybe it used to be part of a lockout or something. It's a bit odd. Yeah, as expected, there isn't much in here. The fitting on the back, oh, that's a pressure sender. It tells you when the system has air pressure. Yeah, so that just goes straight into there, and this sensor will be rated at a certain trigger pressure, so this machine will only operate when it has a certain amount of air pressure. It's like a safety feature. Cannot operate without air. So I've got an old set of barrier strips or terminal strips. Not much else, just the lamps. That's a big rotary switch. Yeah, shame these temperature gauges are stuffed. They would have had a sensing bulb on the ends of these lines. Yeah. That's the tube. Bugger. Oh well, let's take one out and autopsy it. We'll do a separate video on this one since it's a separate item, and we'll get in nice and close. So that's about all that's in that one. I'll work out what voltage these lamps and everything are. Hopefully it's 240, not 110. If not, I could probably run a transformer. But yeah, this would make a nice engine start panel or something like that. I just repurpose these for like oil pressure, battery, that sort of thing like that. Change the colour of the lenses. Who knows? This thing's a bit odd. It's actually a switch, not a fuse holder by the looks of it. Yeah, interesting. Anywho, thanks for watching and stay tuned for a lot more.